Ever felt like your internet connection is stuck in the slow lane while everyone else is zipping by? Like you're watching a buffering wheel spin for an eternity, while your friends are already 5 episodes ahead in the show you're trying to binge. We've all been there. It's frustrating, right? Especially when you're trying to get work done, connect with family, or just relax and enjoy some online entertainment. A slow internet connection can throw a wrench into everything. Now, what if I told you there's a way to potentially boost your internet speed and get back on track? A feature that's often overlooked but can make a real difference in your browsing experience. I'm talking about enabling something called Lightspeed, and in this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly how to do it. Before we dive into the how-to, let's talk a little bit about what Lightspeed actually is and why you should care. Think of it as a secret weapon for your internet connection. It's a technology, often built into routers and modems, that can optimize your network traffic and prioritize certain types of data. This can lead to faster loading times, smoother streaming, and less lag when you're gaming online. Essentially, it helps your internet connection work smarter, not harder. Now, the specific steps for enabling Lightspeed can vary slightly depending on your internet service provider, ISP, and the type of equipment you have. But don't worry, I'll cover the most common methods so you can easily find the one that applies to you. First, let's talk about the most common scenario: accessing your router settings. Your router is the central hub of your home network, and it's where you'll usually find the Lightspeed settings. To access your router's settings, you'll need to open a web browser on your computer or smartphone and type in your router's IP address. Now, this IP address isn't the same as a website address. It's a series of numbers that identifies your router on your network. The most common router IP addresses are 192.168.1.1 and 192.168.0.1. However, it could be different for your router. If you're not sure what your router's IP address is, you can usually find it in your router's manual or by searching online for your router model, default IP address. Once you've entered the IP address into your browser, you'll be prompted to enter a username and password. This is the login information for your router settings. Again, the default username and password can vary depending on your router model. You can usually find this information in your router's manual or by searching online. If you've ever changed your router's password, use the password you set. After you've logged in, you'll be taken to your router settings page. This page can look different depending on your router's brand and model, but the general layout is usually similar. You'll typically see a menu with various options, such as wireless, network, security, and advanced. Now, here's where things can get a little tricky. The exact name of the Lightspeed feature can vary. Sometimes it's called Lightspeed, other times it might be referred to as quality of service, QoS, traffic prioritization, or even game mode. It might be located under the advanced, QoS, or gaming sections of your router settings. If you see an option called QoS, click on it. QoS allows you to prioritize certain types of traffic, such as gaming or video streaming. Within the QoS settings, you might see options to prioritize specific devices or applications. For example, you could prioritize your gaming console or your streaming device to ensure a smoother experience. If you don't see a QoS option, look for something called traffic prioritization. This feature works similarly to QoS, allowing you to prioritize certain types of traffic. You might be able to prioritize specific applications or even specific websites. If you have a gaming router, you might see a feature called game mode. This feature is often designed to optimize your connection for online gaming. It might automatically prioritize gaming traffic and minimize lag. Now, if you're still having trouble finding the Lightspeed settings, don't worry. Your router's manual is your best friend. It should contain detailed instructions on how to access and configure all of your router's features. You can usually find a digital copy of your router's manual on the manufacturer's website. Another option is to contact your internet service provider. They may be able to provide you with specific instructions for enabling Lightspeed on your equipment. They might even be able to enable it remotely for you. Once you've found the Lightspeed or similar setting, make sure it's enabled. You might need to select the types of traffic you want to prioritize, such as gaming, streaming, or web browsing. Once you've made your changes, be sure to save your settings and restart your router. This will ensure that the changes take effect. After restarting your router, test your internet connection to see if you notice any improvements. You can try browsing the web, streaming a video, or playing an online game. Hopefully, you'll see a noticeable difference in your internet speed and performance. Now, a few important things to keep in mind. Enabling Lightspeed or QoS doesn't guarantee a dramatic increase in your internet speed. Your actual internet speed depends on several factors, including your internet plan, the quality of your connection, and the number of devices connected to your network. However, Lightspeed can help optimize your connection and make the most of the bandwidth you have available. Also, be aware that prioritizing certain types of traffic might mean that other types of traffic receive less bandwidth. For example, if you prioritize gaming traffic, your web browsing speed might be slightly reduced. It's all about finding the right balance for your needs. Finally, remember that technology is constantly evolving. New routers and modems are being released all the time, and they often come with new features and technologies. So, if you're having trouble finding the Lightspeed settings on your equipment, it might be worth checking for firmware updates. Firmware updates can often add new features and improve performance. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.